Oh, just wanted to go live really quickly and let you know that for you guys there that are with these chicks that faithful. Hey, she's getting smashed out by these dudes, man. I mean, I want you to know that. And right, just shortage on really good men. So what it is now. For those that like to leave comments, listen, man, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do, and it's really pointless for you to try to project your opinions onto me. Now, look, man, if we seem to see eye to eye, but if you're in the comments just trying to trigger a reaction, that's what I consider every comment that goes against what I say. Don't waste your time. Save your breath. You know what I'm saying? Save your breath. Over here now, I'm putting out what I believe to be ways for men to improve themselves. And I don't think that emotional intelligence is anything that a man be worried about. I think it's babbling nonsense. I think it's a way for people that don't really have any good sense based in logic to make it sound good what they're saying when they're banging about how we need to worry more about their emotions. Of course, a lot of you spiritual people are going to have a problem with me saying that, because you rely on people believing whatever babbling nonsense you're talking when it comes to emotional intelligence. There's nothing intelligent about operating out of emotions. None of you have a clear definition of what it is. You're leaving it up to your own interpretations, which is the worst way to live, because that means that nothing means nothing, and we have nothing to base nothing off of, which is what you want: carnic and chaos. You know what I mean? That's all you want to do. So comments, from being upset about me speaking on emotional intelligence, or from people that like to babble about emotional intelligence. There's nothing to it. It's not a thing. You have a woman, listen to a woman talk about emotional intelligence, or a male, his sassy feminine energy, and he's talking about it and going on and on and on and on and on and on, multiple videos, on and on and on and on. He's just speaking from an emotional place, and then trying to use a bunch of modern babble to try to get you to think that whatever he's saying, whining. It's just really whining, and talking about worrying about other people's emotions and trying to. It's always their own interpretation of it. You can never have a society where people interpret things where they want to. There has to be a definition of it so we can all agree, so that way we can have a base to see. They just like to be able to move the goalposts all the time, and nothing means nothing. So when you call them out on, well, it don't seem emotionally intelligent, they can be like, well, no, my interpretation of it. No, we can't like that. You'll never be wrong. You can continuously always move the goalpost that way, and that's just what most women want. They don't never wrong. So when you start going down that rabbit hole, speaking that way with them, you're already okay. So don't ever do it. And shutting women down on their BS and focusing on yourself is what's going to keep women from thinking that you're like the rest of these dudes out here chasing. You don't chase, man, and you don't necessarily got to be thinking that you're attracting them either. You have to be focused on you, what you need to do for yourself, taking care of yourself, and what you would like to do in the beginning, the first part of your day, and then taking care of everything else and everyone else after that. There's no need to change up anything that you're doing if you're already doing that. Women of modern time, pick up your time and just want your attention. They're not, you have women studying you on a regular basis. I can't get this point across enough. You have women studying you. Anything that they're doing is just trying to build up counter arguments to the stuff that you say. It's not even like they're studying you because they're going to, I ain't going to eventually do nothing. They just don't, they don't know why they like you, but they watch you what you say irritates them. They like the way you look and the way you move, but what you say irritates them. And they want to be able to have counter arguments whenever another man starts talking about you. Not talking about you, like you. You know what I'm saying? They can have a bunch of junk to say back to them real quick. It's a pointless effort, man. Don't date online. If you're going to be dating, meet women in person. That way they don't know you online. They have not studied you. You know, they're going to probably treat you like they would treat any other they run into randomly. And I don't trust any chick online, man. They have too much access. They can just sit there and watch you. Have no intentions of doing anything about it. Just watching you, man. Just studying you on some weird stuff. But you being focused on yourself, not really being online like that, handling your business in real life, popping online and dropping without then getting off of there, man. Like, it just keeps this mystery about you, where women are going to consistently want to check out what you have going on. And then every time they see you, with you doing it that way, you're always going to be improving. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you're doing most of the work offline. You're not online talking about what you're going to do. You're just getting it done and letting the results speak for you. And women, they can't get enough of it. Will you get approached online? Probably not. But in real life, absolutely. I hardly, go out without having some woman trying to strike up a conversation. So different in real life, because there's not the seeing of you and then wanting to humble your ego more so than, trying to get to know you. Whereas women online, they don't want to humble you. They want to shut you up, humble you. They don't like the way that you're confident like you are. It's too much, man. Ain't even worth it. I wouldn't slide up in nobody's DM online. If someone wants to get to know me online, she's gonna have to reach out to me. And then if she's been studying me, watching my content for over a few weeks, I want to know. I want to know, because if I find out later, I don't give a crap if we've been messing around. Or if I find out you were studying me for months, or you let it slip out when you're drunk, I'm cutting you off. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting you. Hey, what's going on, cuz? What's going on, fam? Hey, listen. You know how it is, man. I ain't even studying and the weaponization of social media that women are doing to study men. And some of them do it just to create content to monetize other women's trauma that's unhealed from. And then some are doing it because they just cannot stand men. And when they go and they look for the smarter ones and study you, so if they feel like if I can have some counters to this smart dude, ain't nobody else going to really be in my place. Right? And this is a very combative type of mentality. A lot of females are doing it. A lot of them. I just watch how they move online, and they're trying to get their bag by studying that can articulate their arguments or whatever, so that if they study counter arguments to that and they go on panels, they'll be able to shut down most other people. And I see this goofy kind of stuff, and the women on these represent a lot of modern women that are online a whole lot. They represent those type of women. So you see it, you might want to stay away from it. Get you a woman that really ain't on social media like that. You know what I'm saying? Got a small following or whatever, keeps half of her social media platforms private or what. Because the social validation that they need, the attention that they need consistently from men, dude, they're going to say they're not doing nothing for male gaze, but I beg the contrary. Everything is done for the male gaze. And the more they're on social media, the more they have to do to get the male gaze. So, man, I've seen nothing or too many women on social media and not seem like they're not in their ego. And a lot of the stuff that they're posting online, if you're dating them and they're saying stuff to you like, oh man, I'm just posting stuff. Nah, man, that stuff comes from a place. The same way we're talking stuff, it comes from a place. So when they're on there talking real reckless and talking like, oh, men are trying to trick you, you know what I'm saying? These men out here are not, qualified for you. You're settling. Man, you better take that stuff to heart, man. Listen to what they're saying. These women online be thinking that they're better than you, and they think that they're really kicking some game while not having kids in wedlock. But see, here's the thing about men before I go. You know who to listen to and who not to. If you're listening to some dude talking about game, you can visually tell if this is the kind of person that women would go for. And then you're going to have other social proof to go off of. You're not going to listen to some dude that look like he would even go outside and looks like women would turn away from him. You know what I'm saying? But a woman will listen to, you know, GAY male. She'll listen to, you know, a bunch of busted, you know, sales, you know, female sales that are just seem like they're homely as hell. As long as it makes her feel in the moment, she'll take advice from these people. And it's dangerous out here, man. There's a lot more money in bashing men to make women feel better than there is in being honest about what's going on in the dating world. Because I hear a lot of women telling, hey, you know, your kingdom spouse is on the way. Your divine masculine is healing. A lot of them are getting out of divorce and they're healing right now. So you're sitting here studying and observing men that are healing and saying that they're not going to date no longer or whatever, and that women are going to have to approach us, and then reporting to women that we're healing so approach y'all. That's stupid as hell. You're lying to women. Because if the women look up any kind of stats and see what's going on in the news, then they'll see that men are walking away. 60 something to 70% of young guys done with dating altogether, right? We're walking away as older guys, you know what I'm saying, middle-aged guys or whatever. You're going out and not getting hit on, so you're seeing it happen in real time, but then you're jumping online to your echo chamber to some goofy tarot or some street prophet or whatever, you know, some motivational speaker or some woman coach telling you, oh no, they're healing themselves, get themselves together for you. What in the hell, and why would we be doing that if we just got out of a divorce? Why would we be doing that? Why would we be healing ourselves to jump some stupid ass, let me stop, some goofy stuff? We're not. You're lying to yourselves. And you're looking for the validation to make you feel better about what's going on. You know, you're not looking for the truth. You're looking for validation to make you feel better. Oh, no. These men are looking for, no, none of them are. None of us are. None of us are. You know what I mean? That's all you want to. All you're going to do is see the writing on the wall, and all the good men are going to be taken by women that are not so in their ego and are willing to reach out and need to get a man. Y'all just sitting around, man, waiting on men to come to your rescue, waiting on men that are getting out of divorces. I hear y'all talking, man, that crazy ass stuff on. Y'all sound completely insane. There's a weird psychosis going on where you don't want to admit reality and you want to make up your own reality, run with it. And I guess you think if you just say it enough, you can manifest it. How is it working out, you know what I'm saying, so far for you? I'll wait. You're still single. The lame losers you're watching are single too. So if your end goal is to get ran through and be washed up, then continue to watch them. But if you're trying to get a man, wouldn't it make sense to, if you're going to study the guys that you like, listen to what we're saying? You're letting what we say trigger you, and it's not doing you any good. You're not trying to be a better woman and work on the things that we talk about that we're looking for women. You just double down. It's like you're to find a reason to be upset. It's crazy. And that's why we keep telling guys to go overseas. Because it doesn't matter how much you study us and try to come up with different ways to articulate how we need to change the roles. And no one's listening to that crap, man. Not a single man with any sense is listening to any of that. And the ones that are listening, you don't have to sit there and ear hustle them. You ain't got to talk their panties off. We're not doing any of that stuff. We don't care what you're saying online. We're observing you the same way you're observing us. You're online, a lot of women. You're a single, leftover, bust down, bot. Online telling women, hey man, these men out here are messed up. Some of them are going through a healing journey to heal for you. You're lying. You are an enabler. You are the drug. You're what's keeping them addicted to the pain. You are the problem. You need to stop telling women what to do to get men, and you ain't even got one. You don't have no children in wedlock. Your kids be running around the back and And these women can't tell that you're broken and battered, and you're watching the men you want online that you don't qualify for, and then you're just having these tantrums, and then you're trying to put it into some type of video format to make it something helpful for someone. You're not helping no one. You're not fooling nobody. You're just dealing with women that are so traumatized they can't see the forest for the trees. It's all right though, right? As long as they're putting out content where we're telling y'all the truth, and you know, whether you like it or not, you're going to hear from somebody. And you need to know that those females online telling you that there's men getting themselves together to chase you down are lying to you. Lying to you. You're hearing it here. We are not doing any of the sort. We're getting ourselves together, put ourselves back in a bad situation because we're supposed to think that you're this million that's going to be different. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Please stop fooling yourselves. Start listening to what we're saying. Heal. Stop running around throwing everybody. Okay? You know what I mean? Find something to do with yourselves. Stop secretly competing with men. Stop watching men and I can do it too. I can do it too. Then go to the gym and get all veiny, backs all ripped up and whatnot. So no dude, we want to hit it from the back. You know, like what's wrong with you? Why is there so much penis envy, especially amongst the Generation Z? What is wrong with you? They want complete role reversals, and there's just too masculinity left in the world for you to get that. Washed up, man. Washed up. None of what you've been doing for the past, you've definitely been buckling down in 2024. Y'all really went all out. Where did it get you? Are you closer to a husband? Are you closer to a mate? Did it get you all the doubling down, running your mouth, getting online, saying crazy things to make yourselves feel better, then trauma bonding with random women online? What did it do for you? Did you get yourself a girlfriend? Getting online, talking tough, yelling and screaming and cussing. Where'd it get you? Are you married? Did you fool some masculine man into thinking that you're worth having? I don't think so. We're showing you better than we can tell you. We want feminine women. We're not dealing with any of this GMO masculinity. You wouldn't bust a grape. You couldn't bust a grape even if you wanted to. I train every day. Not worried about any female. Not worried about most. Hollering, screaming, and acting tough online. That shows me you are a wild woman. You're a leftover. You have no proper upbringing. Your daddy probably wasn't around. Or if he was, mom ran him and probably ran him off. You're loud like your mama. Your mom probably single, right? So you have no good type of role models to look forward to look to. So you're online screaming. That's the only kind of men that you get. Broken men that were probably raised by single mothers that screamed at them too. And they think that's okay. I wasn't raised like that. My mom didn't have to raise her voice. You know what I mean? Nuclear family. Dad was at the house. 6'1", construction worker, ran his home. Well, you guys, I just got a random phone call. I forgot to put the silence on. My bad. Be back on here later, you guys. Love and light. The screen is completely black, so I don't even know what's going on right now. But again, I got a phone call. I should have said do not disturb. But I'll talk to y'all later.